Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be going to Cloud's Silver Crown and we're going to be doing an all mission clear, and I'm going to be demonstrating a smaller than usual party to do it with. So on Global they have made this a lot harder to do because Global did global things and didn't add the Rebellion category to barely anyone. The Rebellion category is supposed to be like 40 or so Neovision units. On Global it's like 5. Because they just didn't add it to barely anyone. So we can't use Yuffie, we can't use Cloud Strife, bunch of other units that are supposed to be great here. Can't be done. But the Rebellion category mission is still here. But we're still going to do it, and we're going to do it with only 4 units. You should bring a 6-man party. All we really need is 4. Now, just to show you real quick, here is basically the Rebellion category on Global. This is your options to build a party. Now, Taivas and Cloud Remake are both very good damage dealers that can get it done, and we're going to use them to get a clear in. So this is the party we're going to be using. Now, I'm using really powerful gear, including some limited items. If you don't have all that, you should bring a friend unit, you should bring a full party, you should bring Taivas. Taivas really carries this. But we're going to do it with just this party, and it'll be okay. So here we go. So 5-star Barret is just going to use cover physical, which is evasion physical cover. We're going to start Cloud Remake in the base form, go to the shift form. Now we also crowned Cloud's shift form. Make sure you use the early level crowns on his shift form, not his base form. In his shift form, we're going to go ahead and do Ignition for the mod buff, Plasma Slicer for the Imbue, and Spinning Slash for the Imperil. Tulian is going to do his Magnus and both of his storyline abilities. And then Ash is going to start in the base form, go to the shift, and we're going to do Infarega, Veil, and Shelga. So the boss does status effects, the boss does physical damage. We're going to immune the statuses with Veil. You could also use gear. We're going to evade cover the physical with the 5-star Barret. And then we're going to have some mitigation from Ash's Shelga. So this turn, we're going to push the threshold. By pushing the threshold on turn 2, it's going to cause us to get AoE dispelled and AoE stopped. For the stop, we're just going to use stop immunity from Lakshmi on Barret. We're going to use Ash to do Ihana's STMR on Cloud for the Demon Killer. And then we're going to use Tulian to shift at LB and Cloud to shift at LB. And this is the reason we wanted to crown Cloud's shift form, because it makes his shift at LB triple bolting strike. So there we go. Threshold push, HP lock, done. Now the boss is going to do some fixed damage. We're mitigating. The boss is going to stop us. We're immune. And the boss is going to dispel us, which is irritating. But we're going to deal with it. Also, the boss now has a permanent, unremovable defense buff in this phase. So because we got AoE dispelled, Barret will go ahead and physical cover again. Ash is now going to shift at LB for the stat buff, the LB buff, etc. Cloud Remake in the shift form is now going to do fill LB. We're going to use his Amplify. Amusingly enough, we're not supposed to have that Amplify. This is actually a beneficial bug. Even though we didn't ever do the mission yet and clear the fight, Global has accidentally added Cloud's Amplify by default. That's a beneficial bug, so it might be hotfixed in the next hour or so. You know, we'll have to see. But in any case, at the moment, we can use Cloud's Amplify even though we didn't beat the fight yet. So we're going to fill LB 150 amp and re-imbue him. And then Tulian can just, triple bolting, kind of whatever, and chain this up. This is going to be basically just a setup turn. Okay, here we go. And now some attacks again. We don't have mitigation anymore. We got dispelled, so it hurts a little bit, but it's okay. So once again, Ash will go ahead and use Demon Killer on our Cloud. And now we're going to SLB Tulian. We're going to shift at LB Cloud and Barret. Barret will just jump in here with support chaining using Scarlet Wave. So this should deal a decent chunk of damage. Probably won't kill the boss, but it should get the boss relatively close. 3%, yeah, there we go. So again, some more attacks. Hopefully Tulian doesn't die here. He is a little bit squishy. Oh, that's kind of close, but we're good for the moment. And here we go. Now it is time to kill the boss. We'll go ahead and do Demon Killer on Tulian as well. Barrett can once again just go ahead and Scarlet Wave. Cloud will now just triple bolting. And Tulian will triple bolting. And we'll go ahead and chain that up. And that is our 5-turn clear with only 4 units. Now, that being said, I did use very powerful gear, including some limited stuff. If you don't have the limited stuff I'm using, or the rare stuff, add extra units. Use Taivas, use a friend cloud. Like, just taking a friend cloud will literally double your damage. So, yeah, if you don't have all the stuff, that's, do it that way. So what we did use is Ash in the base form. Honestly, just some Esper fill. Didn't even use that. I was going to summon Locksmith for healing. It's not important. On the other hand, we are using this to get a 25 Greatsword in Peril because we're not wasting time in Cloud's base form. So that's our weapon in Peril. If you don't have this card, you're going to want to take a friend, Cloud, and use the base form LB on one turn. Like, on turn 3, on turn 2, have the friend Cloud use the base form LB and then cap the other Cloud and Tulian chaining together. That way you've got a weapon in Peril for the rest of the fight. And then in the shift form, we're not tanking with her, so kind of literally who cares, but we are using Meiji Schism for a demon killer source. If you don't have this STMR, again, add an extra damage dealer and you won't need the killer. So add a Taivas, add a Cloud Friend, etc. Barrett Remake is a 5-star in his shift form, just physical evade cover, that's it. He's also passive provoking. You actually don't need Super Ribbon. We're doing stop immunity buff. So put him on Locksmith for stop immunity, and Scarlet Wave just a support chain. And then a bulk card, but I mean, literally, who cares? We're half naked. Tulian is geared for damage. Now here we go with the good gear. We are using good gear here. So Vidar and Tulian's gauntlets, we need those for his good breaks and his ramping break. Titus's garb for the modifier buff, and then he's geared for damage. I'm curious to see the damage breakdown in a second. There we go, and we're using the Wish Granting Demon card for the chain cap up. If you can't gear this well, take a friend, add a Tulian, add a Taivas, etc. 275 LB and 250 Demon Killer. And then Cloud in the base form, just Titus's garb and then some auto buffing, like literally who cares. Shift form is what matters. So he is our leader as well because Cloud did get the Final Fantasy VII leader skill, so there you go. His Buster Sword, double Tifa Charm. He doesn't have any chain cap whatsoever in either form, so you need double chain cap. So we're getting 100% from Indestructible Light and 100% from this thing right here, the Bunny Bonanza card, or Bosom Buddy, whatever, the Sylvie Esther card. And again, if you can't gear this well, take a friend, add a Taivas. There we go, and he's maxed on everything. So there it is, maxed double hand, maxed LB damage, and maxed Demon Killer. And there is our all mission clear, 4 units, 5 turns, 1 damage dealer, only Cloud. No Taivas, no friend, etc. Got it all done, even though Global didn't add the Rebellion category to barely anybody. Hopefully they add the category next week, or in the upcoming weeks, because that's supposed to be a powerful category, and we don't have it. Yeah, Cloud does all the damage. Tulian did. I mean, Tulian did a little bit, and that was important. We weren't big overkill here. But if we had taken a friend Cloud, super easy, barely an inconvenience. There you go, all mission clear, and that was the entire content for the week. So there it is. I guess I will resume my little unit discussion series I've been doing maybe tomorrow or tonight, and maybe this weekend we'll play with like a trial or something, but that's the whole content for the week. Anyway, see you in a bit.